Hey guys and girls, what's up? I'm going to do Premier League predictions for this weekend, just before the international break. So let's get to it. We start off with the early kick-off later today at 12:30. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea coming off the back of a 4-4 drawn midweek against Ajax. They'll have be full of confidence after that, even though they were 4-1 down. Ajax got two men sent off. They got a penalty. They could have won it. VAR overruled it. On the other hand, Crystal Palace, they're better away from home than they are at home. They drew 2-2 with Arsenal recently after being 2-0 down. So it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough game for Chelsea, don't get me wrong. But I think they'll win it. They're on good form, especially in the Premier League. They've won, I don't know how many, 5 in a row or something like that under Lampard. So I think Chelsea will win, and I think Palace will score, but I think Chelsea will edge it just 2-1. Tammy Abraham to score, and I'm going to go Willian. And for Palace, Saha. But it'll be a close one. And on to the 3 o'clock kickoff later today. It's Burnley against West Ham United. West Ham are terrible on the road. They lost the last game, last time out at home last week to Newcastle. My team, 3-2. That was a big result for us. Haven't been going well. We only beat Tottenham and Man United. I'll get onto it later. But yeah, Burnley good at home. West Ham poor on the road. So I can only see one winner, and I'm going to go with Burnley to win this. I think both teams will score, but Burnley again to edge it. Another 2-1 to Burnley. And now on to what's the next game? My team, Newcastle against Bournemouth. Last time, as I said, Newcastle, we won away to West Ham 3-2. And Bournemouth beat Man United at home last week 1-0. So both teams will be looking forward to this one after good wins last time out. And although I'd love us to win, we are at home. Bournemouth are a tricky team. They do play good football. They always have under Eddie Howe. I see it being a close game again. And I actually think it'll be a draw, unfortunately, for my team. So I'm going to go 1-1 in this one. And then on to Southampton versus Everton. Two teams struggling down there at the bottom, badly need a win. Southampton, after getting battered by Leicester 9-0 2 weeks ago, they got not a good result, but they played better. They were unfortunate to lose late on last week against Man City. They took the lead, they led at half time, and then Aguero equalised, and obviously Man City won it with a Kyle Walker late goal. So it'll give Southampton some hope anyways after a 9-0 trash into Leicester the week before. And then Everton will be, again, another team struggling. They need a win badly, just like Southampton. Two teams badly need to win. Everton got a draw last week against Tottenham, a 97-minute equaliser. So, they'll be confident that they can get a win here against the struggling Saints side, especially with the fans. The fans will be down after the last performance at home, but I think it'll be a draw. I can't see either side win this one, to be honest, so I'm going to go with another 1-1 draw. The next game is Tottenham against Sheffield United. Now, Sheffield United has surprised a lot of people this year. I think they're sixth in the league, 6th or 7th. But yeah, they're playing well. They beat Arsenal at home 1-0. They drew Chelsea earlier in the season 2-0 down to 2-2 at the Bridge. And they got another good result. I can't remember. Or Liverpool, they just about lost, I think, to Liverpool. The goalkeeper mistake, but they played well in that one also. And Tottenham have been awful. They got a win midweek against Red Star Belgrade 4-0, but that's the Champions League. They haven't won away since February, I think January or February time. So that was their first away win since then. They almost won away last week, as I said, against Everton until a really late equaliser from, I think it was Tucson, denied them the points. But at home, you got to go with Spurs, by the midweek with a big 4-0 win. So yeah, I think they'll win this one. Another tight game, but I think they'll edge it 2-0 with Harry Kane getting a goal, and obviously Son with the other one after a brace midweek. He's flying it. And then on to Sunday's games, Manchester United against Brighton. Now, Manchester United, another team. Don't know what the fuck is happening with them. Excuse my language, it just came out there, but they've been struggling really bad this season. They're down in the bottom half of the table. Brighton will be full of confidence that they can go to Old Trafford and get something. I know Man United drew, I think, their Thursday against some, Belgrade team. Partizan, I think it was. The other Belgrade team that Tottenham played was Red Star. So they won 3-0 midweek, but they lost against Bournemouth last week 1-0. They've been struggling. They are at home, so I expect them to win it. Bear that in mind. I think it'll be close, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 Manchester United winning this one. Then on to the 2 o'clock game live on Sky Sports on Sunday, Super Sunday. The derby, the Midlands derby, Wolverhampton Wanderers against Aston Villa. Now, Villa beat Wolves in the Cup recently, 2-1, but that was at Villa Park. It was totally different teams, they made changes, League Cup, they chop and change their teams. Different game this one. Wolves won there on Thursday night, the Europa League, a last minute Jimenez winner against, I think it was Bratislava or some team. But yeah, I think Villa will be, they'll be confident they can go there and get a win. It's a derby game, anything can happen. Wolves are the form team recently. I think Wolves beat, who did they beat last week? Was it Man City? No, it wasn't Man City. That was previously, but they got a few good wins. But yeah, I think it'll be a tight game. I was thinking about a draw because Villa will be rested, but I don't think that will matter in a derby game. Wolves have the home advantage, so I think they'll have enough to wedge it. I'm going to go for both teams to score again and another 2-1. Seems I'm having a lot of 2-1s this weekend or 1-1 draws. So, and then on to the biggest game of the weekend at Anfield, the 4:30 p.m. kickoff on Super Sunday, Liverpool Manchester City. Wow, what a game! What a game in prospect. Both teams, they don't really need to win. They'll both take a draw, if I'm honest. As long as they don't lose, Man City would be happy to go out at Anfield, where Liverpool haven't lost in like 20 games or something like that. Liverpool, I think, will be happy with a draw also, even though they'd love to win. They'd love to extend their gap from 6 points to 9 points on top of the table. City would love to close the gap, obviously, with a win to go to 3 points. It obviously looked last week that Liverpool was going to lose their first game of the season at Villa, 1-0 down with 5 minutes to go, but they somehow pulled it out of the bag, as top teams do who are on form, on a roll. 2-1, 2 late goals at Villa, and City did the same at Southampton, but obviously they were at home, so it was a different story. But in this one, I think both teams will be happy with a draw, which is why I'm going to go for a draw. I think there will be goals. Both teams have goals in them. It'll be an exciting end-to-end game. I think City, they drew in midweek in the Champions League to Atalanta, which not a bad result. They're still, they're top of the group. They're going to qualify in top spot, 5 points clear or something like that. They had Bravo sent off, which could be an issue. Obviously, he'll be able to play in the Premier League because he'll be suspended Champions League next game, and Ederson is out of this one. He's out of the Liverpool game, so that'll be a massive blow, just as Liverpool got their goalkeeper Alisson back. So what score now am I going to go for in this one? I said a draw, so I'm going to go for goals. I'm going to go for 2-2. So there you have it, my Premier League predictions for this weekend. And yeah, put a like on the video if you like, subscribe, comment, do what you want, and I'll be back next week, or it's international break, and so I'll be back in 2 weeks' time with the next round of predictions in the Premier League. So peace out, take it easy guys, and enjoy the football this weekend. Yeah, peace.